Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find the link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video is going to be about what is the overall vibe that people get from you. So pile number 1, you're going to be the blue dog figurine. Pile number 2, the yellow dog figurine. And pile number 3, red dog figurine. So again, pile number 1, blue dog figurine. Pile number 2, yellow dog figurine. And pile number 3, red dog figurine. So pause this video if you must and meditate on the card or the figurine that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. So my pile number 1, you picked the blue dog figurine, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pile number 1. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? What's the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Knight of Wands. So the overall vibe that people get from you, my pile number 1, is that you are adventurous, you're courageous, romantic, charming. But you also have, well, that's the vibe that they get from you. It doesn't mean that that's exactly who you are, but there is that flirtatious vibe. Play your energy a little bit, okay? I feel like you could be a flirt here, my pal number 1. Maybe you don't flirt like purposely. Maybe you're just very enthusiastic, the way that you speak, passionate, and people could mistake that for flirtation, okay? So what's the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal? Wow, we have the 6 of Cups. The overall vibe that people get from you with the 6 of Cups is that you're very like laid back, you're very chill. You have this youthful appearance or youthful nature to you with the 6 of Cups. You're free-spirited. That's the vibe that people get from you. Ooh, people get the vibe that you are a perfectionist here, that you have amazing work ethics. You're attentive to details with the 8 of Pentacles. This is what I'm getting here. You're meticulous. You have amazing work ethics. Like you're very dedicated to self-improvement. That's the vibe that people get from you. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the 3 of Wands, that you are visionary. Like you walk to the beat of your own drums, but you also know where you're going with the 3 of Wands. You're definitely action oriented and you're forward thinking. You're innovative in the way that you operate. Some of you could be content creators, okay? Aside from having a 9 to 5, you may be a content creator. You may also be like a digital business owner, okay? So what is the overall vibe that people get from you? That you have a high self-esteem with the Ace of Cups. You know your worth. You walk with your head held up high with the Ace of Cups. That's the overall vibe that people get from you. Okay, you definitely have that vibe where you're not going to allow anybody to come talk to you any type of way, or to step all over your boundaries any type of way, however they feel like, whether it's work, whether it is, you know, family, friends, strangers. Like, you stand on business, and you don't do so in an aggressive way or like in a rude way. It's very professional. I feel like you know how to professionally clock somebody. Okay, like let them know what's up. Okay, you know how to check them professionally. So yeah, we have the King of Pentacles. The overall vibe that people get from you is that you're self-sufficient, that you're independent. Okay, you are meticulous, like in the way that you go about your finances. You're financially savvy. That's the vibe that people get from you, that you're financially stable and abundant. Like you're really good with money. You have the Midas touch with the King of Pentacles. You live a life of luxury. That's the vibe that people get from you, that you're high maintenance as well. Yeah, definitely high maintenance. Also, you have like high standards. That's the vibe that people get from you. That it's not easy to come close to you. It's not easy to be in your vicinity. Like, it doesn't matter like who it is. It's like, I feel like, you know, you like beautiful experiences. So it's like you want to have a good experience, shopping experience. So when you go shopping, you don't really go to the like neighborhoods or like shopping centers where you know there might be like, you know, where you know there's a lot of like violence. Okay, activities. You won't go there even if it's cheaper to shop there. Okay, you won't go there because you value like very like high experiences, best experiences ever. Like you won't go to McDonald's to eat. I'm not, no shades to anybody who eats McDonald's, but it's not even about that. It's more about the quality of experiences, the quality of food. Like with the King of Pentacles, that's the vibe that people get from you. Okay, so what is the vibe, the overall vibe that people get from you? Yeah, we have the Strength card. You're very strong minded. You have a strong spirit. You're courageous. You dare to be different. You dare to walk to the beat of your own drums. I feel like you go to spaces where people have the same type of energy as you. And then whenever you go to like spaces where people do not have the same values as you, you come off like you're being targeted. So that's the reason why you don't go to places where, like, if there's always violence there, why would you want to go shop there? It doesn't make sense. Why would you want to put yourself at harm's way? And that's the vibe that people get from you. Like, you value yourself too much. So people think that you think you're all that, but it's not even about that. It's like, okay, like, I'm not gonna go save $20 and then risk my life. You know what I mean? Like, $20 is not worth it. That's the way that I'm getting here. And that's the vibe that people get from you. Okay, it's like your family, your friends, like strangers, co-workers. What's the vibe, the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, that you are a very sensitive spirit. You're sensitive to your environment. That's why a lot of you may be introverted or solo dolo type of people. You may not have like a big crowd of friends. Like, you don't really do crowd things. Like, you like smaller setting, group settings. And with the Page of Cups, what I'm getting here, like, you're more on the romantic side. Like, you like to live a soft life. Okay, so that's why finances is very important, because you can't really live a soft life if you're not financially stable or financially independent or have some sort of like financial cushion. Because it's a hard life is like whenever you're struggling financially. You can't live soft and then you can't eat. It doesn't go together. It's not the same vibration. So that's the vibe that people get from you. Like, I heard dusties. Like, you don't hang around dusties. You don't chill around dusties or pick Mishas, like you don't do that. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. That's the vibe that people get from you. And some of them, they feel like you think you're all that for wanting this, for wanting to surround yourself with people of the same values as you. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, people get the vibe that you're very resourceful, that you're generous, and that could be the reason why you kind of like keep to yourself, because you have a generous spirit, but you learn to discern from who is trying to take advantage of you and who actually needs your help. Okay, so what is the overall vibe? Yeah, Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're emotionally fulfilled, that you're happy. That's the vibe that people get from you. Like, you know, when you walk by yourself in the streets and you're minding your business, doing your shopping, doing whatever it is that you're doing when you're out and about, you definitely give off the vibe that you're happy, you're content with your life, that your life is beautiful for you, you're emotionally fulfilled with the Ten of Cups. Okay, what is the overall vibe that people get from you? What is the overall vibe? We have the Devil. Okay. People get the overall vibe that you are very focused on finances. Money is very important to you. Some people get the vibe that you're high maintenance, and I did say that, high maintenance, and that you require a lot with the Devil. Some people may mistake that for gold digging, because that's the vibe I'm getting here. But it's like, you could afford the stuff that you expect another man to give you. It's not like you're living in a like very like modestly, and then you expect a man to give you a life of luxury, a life that doesn't match with what you're currently living. You actually live a life of luxury and abundance. So if somebody's gonna come in your life, they need to add some value, not take away. And I feel like you may have a lot of people that like to take from you, and that's why you had to set some boundaries. What is the overall vibe? Yeah, you see King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles again, like King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, like Pentacles energy, financial abundance, legacy, financial stability. That's the overall vibe that people get from you, but they feel like you're obsessed with that, or that's like the main thing that you look for in a partner, somebody who's stable. But I feel like if you are financially stable, that is a requirement that your partner needs to have. You don't want to be with somebody who's financially irresponsible, because that will be like your demise as a person. The person that you choose to be with is very important. Okay, especially if you're going to have a child with this person. Can you imagine you're financially stable and abundant and you have a child with somebody who's irresponsible? They're going to like siphon all of your resources, and you won't have ish for yourself. So with the Ten of Pentacles, this is the vibe that people get from you. Like, it's very high energy, high vibing, high expectations. But you definitely come off as being financially stable and abundant. Okay, what is the overall vibe that people get from you? Just one card, please. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. Resilient, magnetic. You're definitely intimidating, because the vibe that people get from you is that you don't have a problem turning somebody down, and you don't do it in a negative way where you're rude or disrespectful. It's more like, okay, like if somebody's trying to ask you out, especially if you're a woman, you're gonna size them up and see like, okay, like, do you even have, not size them up in a way where you're gonna like try to check him, like be masculine. It's more like, do you even have the qualification in order to be with somebody like me? And not in a narcissistic way or like try to look down on the person. It's more like, are we equally yoked? If we're not, it would be like a disservice for me to associate with you or to be with you, because you're going to drag me down. And it's really about that. It's about the energy, the vibes. If the vibe is not in alignment, it's not going to fly. And it's not even about how the person dresses, how much like if they have jewelries, because somebody could have a bunch of jewelries and still be broke. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. Jewelries does not mean that you have money. Okay, Sometimes it could also mean that you're irresponsible. You buy things that have no value. You're not financially savvy. So I feel like it's more on a deeper level where you're trying to see where this person's mind is at. What are their 10-year plan, 5-year plan? Where do they see themselves, you know, in 20 years from now? If they don't even have a vision for themselves, it's not in alignment, because we have the Three of Wands. You're a visionary. You know where you're going in 5-10 years from now, where you want to be. And a lot of people, they live for today, just for today, and they don't care about what happens tomorrow. They don't care about how their action today is going to affect them tomorrow. They don't care about that. They only care about the moment. So these people do not align with you. And these are the people that seriously feel like you're asking for too much with the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles. So what is the overall vibe that people get from you? King of Pentacles again. Yeah, like you're self-sufficient, you're independent, you're a boss. Whether you are a woman or a man, you have your ish together. That's the vibe that people get from you, and that you're picky. I'm getting that vibe too, that you're picky, my pal, number one. And there's nothing wrong with being picky. Honestly, the people make it seem like being picky is wrong, but like when you're like, what's the word? Like too generous or too open, like you just pick anybody, like anybody could slide, like, you know, this is not McDonald's. Like, no, you have to have some set, like anybody could work at McDonald's, anybody could work there, because McDonald's does not have, unless if you have a criminal record and you won't be able to work there. That's the only, like, you know, downfall. Like for McDonald's, like the only requirement is no criminal record, but anybody could work there. But not anybody could be a doctor. Not anybody could be a lawyer. Not anybody could be a project manager. Not anybody could be a dentist. Okay? So that's the level that you're at. Regardless of what you do for a living, you have some set of standards for your life that you require people to have. And that's the vibe that you give off. And that's why I feel like people are scared to approach you, or they feel like you're going to judge them. What is the overall vibe that people have of you? Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, that you're very charming, you're romantic. That soft life is here heavy for you, my pal, number one. That's the vibe that people get from you, especially if you're a woman. Like I feel like the vibe I'm getting for you, my pal, number one, is that you are financially stable, you're elegant, you're chic, you like to dine at finer restaurants. Okay, like I'm getting like somebody who likes to drink like the best wine. Okay, if you do drink, it's like you don't drink hard liquor. That's what I'm getting here. And some of you like take really good care of your body. I'm getting like somebody who works out, do Pilates. Okay, that's the vibe. And then for the men here, I'm getting like you like to go for your facials. If you're a man, your hair is always trimmed, you have your beard is like healthy, you could tell that you take really good care of it. Now tell me, you take good care of yourself, and now you're gonna be with somebody who eats, you know, junk food every day. That doesn't work out. That you're gonna go and be with somebody like that? Really? No, you're not, because you guys are not in alignment. Okay, while you're gonna want to work out, this person's gonna want to sit on the couch and watch TV all day. While you're gonna want to work on your dreams, this person's gonna want to sleep. It's not an alignment. And those are the type of people that may not really like you, that may say that with the Devil, that you're obsessed with money, obsessed with fame, or you're obsessed with, you know, being financially stable. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with being obsessed with financial stability, because like it costs money to live. Okay, so what is the overall vibe that people get from you? Didn't I say Ace of Cups again? You have a high level of self-love. Okay, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. That's the vibe that people get from you, that you live the life of your dreams, that you always get your wish fulfillment, that you're high maintenance and you're the one doing all the maintenance. So if they're gonna come towards you, they're gonna have to be the same level as you. Okay, or else it's not gonna work. So what is the overall vibe? Six of Wands, public recognition, that you're successful, abundant, that you're highly celebrated, you're actually highly sought after. What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal, number one? We have the Four of Cups. Ooh. The Four of Cups could represent boredom, missed opportunity, but I'm getting like boredom. Like they get the overall vibe that not that you live a boring life, but it's like, it's a very safe life. There's no you don't risk it. You're not going to do things that are put you at arm's way. Like I said, you're not going to go and shop somewhere just to save $20. You're not gonna, like, knowing that it's dangerous. Okay, it's not about, like, you know, learning how to shop for, you know, like, say, like, sales and stuff like that. That's different. It's more about, like, the location. Like, you're not gonna go somewhere where, you know, there's always, like, you know, violence. Why would you want to go there knowing that you might get hit, be in the crossfire? No, that's irresponsible. You're not gonna do that. So you definitely have the vibe that you're more on the safe side, like you're cautious. This is what I'm getting here. Okay, so what is the overall vibe that people get from you? What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal? Number one, what is the overall vibe? Yeah, Queen of Cups, like you're emotionally intelligent. You're very street smart and book smart. And that's being street smart, like we're not going somewhere that you know there is danger. Okay, even in the Bible, it talks about that. I think it's like in the Proverbs where it talks about, like, I'm probably not saying the verse correctly, but it's like, it says, like, you know, only a fool will see danger and go there. And it says the wise one will, like, take a different path. I'm probably not saying the verse correctly, but that's what, like, if I were to summarize the verse, that's what it's saying. So even the Bible tells you not to not to be a fool and go somewhere you know there's going to be danger. Like, why would you do that to yourself? It's like you're going to go there and then something bad happens to you and then you're going to go and blame God. But who told you? Your intuition told you not to go and you still went. Well, I'm sorry, but you know, it's your fault. That's where the accountability comes in. So what is the overall vibe that people get from, yeah, Six of Cups again. Yeah, like emotional fulfillment, childhood energy, childlike energy, purity. There's an energy of purity, the vibe of purity. Like maybe you don't do like drugs or anything like that, or you don't do anything risky. Something that's going to put you in a situation that's not conducive to you. So what is the overall vibe that people get from you? Okay, they're getting mad. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the King of Wands, okay? That you're confident in your abilities, you're wise, you're assertive, okay? What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Ace of Swords, yeah, that you're truthful. You live your life with integrity with the Ace of Swords. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Nine of Swords. Ooh, people get anxious in your energy. They feel judged. Or they feel inadequate with the Nine of Swords. A lot of anxiety. Like they feel like they don't measure up. Especially when you meet new people. Okay. Like when you're introduced to new people. They kind of feel some type of way when they're in your energy. Because they're like measuring themselves to you. What is the overall vibe? Just one card. What is the overall vibe? We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, like calm, cool, and collected, laid back. You're not really stressing. The Nine of Swords is more like the people that get introduced to you and for the first time, and they feel some type of way in your energy because it's like your pressure. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot. I catch you again with another video. So my pal number two, you picked the yellow dog figurine. And this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, oh, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So my pal number two, what is the overall vibe that people get from you? Ooh, we have the King of Swords. That you don't play. That you don't play. You have strong boundaries here. Like, people get the vibe that if they cross you once, like, it's over. Not in a way where you're gonna retaliate or you're gonna, you know, be bad mind, because it's not in reverse. If it was in reverse, then it would be like bad mind energy, but it's upright. So it's more about like one strike you're out type of energy with the King of Swords. That's what I'm getting here, and that's the vibe that people get from you. Like, one strike and they're out. Like, you're not going to repeat yourself, you're not going to go back and forth, okay, and you're not going to jump through hoops trying to explain yourself. You're not doing that. You're not. And the vibe that people get from you is that you're very smart, you're highly intelligent, okay. Yeah, we have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. The vibe that people get from you is that you're meticulous, okay? With the Magician, you're multi-talented. You're a great conversationalist with the King of Swords and the Magician. You have like great manifestation powers. The vibe that people get from you is that you're multi-talented and you have multiple sources of income. Like, people feel like you're very creative when it comes to your source of income, like how you make money with the King of Swords and the Magician. So what is the overall vibe that people, wow, we have the Hierophant. You're extremely knowledgeable. You're a wise counselor. You're definitely the best in your field with the Hierophant. You're like, yeah, you're definitely a guru, a master. You have a lot of resources. That's the vibe that people get from you. Like, you're resourceful, or yeah, like you're the plug. That's the vibe that people get from you. Like, you're the plug. Regardless of like your niche, you have the vibe that you're the plug. You're the connect. If people want to get to a certain point, you're the go-to person. You're the one that connects people to others. Okay, you're extremely resourceful. That's the vibe that people get from you. Even if they don't know what the resources you have, but you give off the vibe that you have some sort of power within your community or some sort of authority here. Okay, so what is the overall vibe that people get from you? Just one. What is the overall vibe? Yeah, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, like a great team player, collaborative. Yeah, like you're connected, you have people, your network is very big, you know a lot of people with the Three of Pentacles. That's the vibe that people get from you. You're well connected, you have some sort of like power. I'm gonna like socialite energy. That's the vibe that people get from you, that you're connected to people with higher, like in higher places. You have friends in higher places. That's the vibe that people get from you. And people also get the vibe that you are the friend in higher places. You are that person. Like I said, you're the connect. Okay? You're the plug. Okay, not that way, guys. Okay. So what is the overall vibe that people get from you? Just one, please. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? What do we have here? Ooh, we have the Four of Wands. Very stable energy. Happiness. There's a joyful energy that you possess. That's the vibe that people get from you. You do come off as intimidating, my pal number two. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm getting that vibe that people are feel intimidated by your power. But there is also a beautiful side, a soft side to you with the Four of Wands. That's more like, you know, when people actually get to know you and you trust them, because they have to earn your trust. You don't just give it away like that. Once they get to know you and you trust them, they get to see that Four of Wands, that soft side, that you know, very stable side and happy side of you, like celebrating. Because I feel like you like to splurge, my pal number two, but when you splurge, you like to splurge on the people that you love. So let's say if you go to vacation, you like to take your mom, your dad, your siblings, their kids, okay? Like if you could afford it, and I feel like a lot of you can, and that's like, you know, that's how you show your love, by being, you know, through like gestures, okay? providing. That's like your love language. So what is the overall vibe that people get from you? Just one card. What is the overall vibe? I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised with the Ace of Pentacles that you have the maddest touch. I'm not surprised. Like, that's what I just said. Like, you like to splurge on your family. You know, you like to live that life of luxury, and you do have the maddest touch. That's the vibe that people get from you, and that makes a lot of sense because I said that you're the plug. Okay? And usually the plug has the maddest touch because they could turn anything to gold. That's why people come to them for advice, come to them for support, come to them for, you know, business partnership with the Ace of Pentacles. You always create things out of thin air for yourself. Like, you're definitely a hustler. You have the hustler spirit in you with the Ace of Pentacles, my pal, number 2. And that's the vibe that people get from you, that you're a straight hustler. You're a natural born hustler. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Wow, we have the 5 of Wands. You're not afraid of conflict with the 5 of Wands. You're not the one. Like I said with the King of Swords, like, you're not the one. You're not the one. They should try someone else because they will regret it if they come and step to you sideways, my pal, number 2. That's the vibe that you give people. Like, yo, if you're gonna step to me, you better be ready for war. Like, because it's like, I'm not gonna back down. I don't care if there's like 5 people, 4 people, you're not gonna back down from a fight. Okay, if they step to you, like, if it's like, you're not gonna come and search for it or go like pick a fight with somebody, you don't give that vibe. You definitely give the vibe that you're gonna stand on business. If somebody trying to attack you, you're gonna defend yourself. You're not a punk. That's the vibe that people get from you, my pal, number 2. So we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you definitely give the vibe that you're able to shoulder great responsibilities with the 10 of Wands. But you also give the vibe that you're a challenge. Like, it's difficult to get under your skin or to irritate you. Like I said, you're not the type that's going to look for a fight. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, emotionally intelligent. Yeah, you know when to move forward and you know when to take a step back. You're not easily rattled. Like, you're not easily irritated. Okay? You don't let people get to you. Like, you allow people to do whatever they want to do, act however they want to act, as long as they don't touch you and they don't touch people that you love, and you're good. If they don't touch you, then you're good. You're gonna let it slide, like, because you don't really care. You're not gonna extend yourself, because you know when you extend yourself, like, you drain yourself of your energy, and you could use your energy for other things. So that's the vibe that people get from you. You're emotionally intelligent with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, adventurous here. Okay, so with the Knight of Wands, I'm getting the vibe that people get the vibe that you're courageous as well. We have the Strength card, courage again, definitely Leo vibes. We have Leo, we have Gemini, we have Virgo, and Taurus. You could be any of those signs or have those signs in your chart, but that courage is here heavy for you, my pal, number 2. This is the vibe that people get from you. You're daring. You will do things, but you take calculative risk. You are more likely to do things that most people are scared of. Like, you're not afraid of putting yourself out there. You're not afraid of advocating for yourself, you know, especially when it comes to business, when it comes to negotiation. Like, you have amazing negotiation skills, and that's the vibe that people get from you. You're definitely financially savvy. For the Ace of Pentacles to come out and the Hierophant, financial savvy, resourceful. What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal? Just one, please. What is the overall vibe? 8 of Pentacles. You're meticulous. You have amazing work ethics. You're a perfectionist. That's the overall vibe that people get from you. You're very focused and dedicated. That's the overall vibe that people get from you with the 8 of Pentacles. You put in the work. We have the Lovers here, Gemini energy again. So we have Gemini twice. So with the Lovers, I'm getting like the overall vibe that people get from you is that you make wise choices for yourself. You are in alignment. You know your values. Okay. You're establishing your values, and you're not afraid to implementing your values, and you stay 10 toes down, and you're true to yourself. That's the overall vibe that people get from you. What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal? Number 2. We have Justice, Libra, okay? You're fair in your dealings. You have high integrity, okay? That's the overall vibe that people get from you. Yeah, you don't cut corners. You don't try to cheat or be devious. You're well balanced. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the 4 of Cups. Yes, the 4 of Cups came up for pal number 1 as well. And it's definitely giving the energy of like boredom. Like people get the vibe that, not that you're boring, okay? But it's just like the pal number 1, you guys have high maintenance, like not high maintenance, high standards for yourself. So you're not going to take unnecessary risk or like you're going to do anything crazy. Some of you, like maybe you like you're comfortable in your routine and you may not like to change your routine. You're comfortable with the way of your life is going. Maybe you're more like methodical with the 8 of Pentacles, where you always go to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You do your workout. You're very consistent, okay? There's a, not that you're predictable in the sense where people can predict what your next move is going to be, but your routines are predictable because it's always the same thing that you're doing. It's like all part of your routine, how you structure your life. Okay, so there's no room for nonsense. There's no room for error in the way that you structure your life with the 4 of Pentacles. And that's the vibe that people get from you. Like, you're not the one that they could call in, hey, do you want to go drink this Saturday night? Let's go party. Let's go, you know, do crazy things. No, you're not the one with the 4 of Cups. That's the vibe people get from you. Like, if they call you for this, you're probably not even going to answer the phone. Like, you're not that friend. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Yeah, we have the Page of Pentacles, a scholar. Yeah, you're always learning. You're always perfecting your craft with the Page of Pentacles. That's the overall vibe that people get from you. And they also get the vibe that you're very good at saving your money. Maybe you're frugal here. And people mistake being frugal with being cheap. Cheap is not the same as frugal. Okay? Frugal is more about like saving your money, like managing your money wisely, not spending your money on nonsense that you don't really need. Okay? Cheap is like buying the stuff that like something low quality just because it's cheap. Frugal people will buy quality products, but they're not going to just buy just because they want it. They're going to buy because they need it. Okay? That there is a need for it. It's not a want. What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal number 2? What is the overall vibe? Just one card, please, Spirit. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the 3 of Pentacles again. Yeah, great team player, collaborative. Your reputation precedes you. You are definitely who you say you are. You're not a gimmick, you're not a fake, and you're not a fraud. What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal number 2? Just one card, please, Spirit. What is the overall? We have the 5 of Pentacles. You don't have a problem leaving people out in the cold. That's the overall vibe that people get from you. Like I said with the King of Swords, like you don't play. It's like you're not going to sit around to find out why your intuition is telling you somebody is not good for you. The moment that the person does something that's a red flag for you, you're not going to second guess, or you're not going to be like, oh, maybe I'm being too hard on them. No. You're just going to cut them off without warning. Because it's like, I'm getting like the vibe that people get from you is that you're not going to overextend yourself and you're not going to over-explain yourself. You're not here to teach adults how to be good people. You're not going to do that. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal? We have the 8 of Swords. Ooh. Fear and anxiety. But it goes hand in hand with the 5 of Swords. Sorry, not the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Pentacles. People get the vibe that you will cut them off. Like with the 8 of Swords. And it stresses them out. They don't really like that. They get the vibe that you could read them like an open book, or you could sense their nervousness with the Eight of Swords, because the Eight of Swords could represent an energy of nervousness. What is the overall vibe? Yeah, Two of Swords. Indifferent to people's shenanigans. Like I said, you're unbothered. Like, that's the energy, that's the vibe that people get from you, that you're unbothered. Like, you know, you're not gonna get out of character for people. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? What is the overall? Wow, we have the Star, that you're original, you're authentic. You could be an Aquarius here. You're influential. That's the vibe that people get from you. And like I said at the beginning, you're the plug. So that makes sense, okay? The plug is definitely somebody who's influential. They have some sort of power. They're well known within their community or their group of people as one of the best. And they have some sort of like unspoken like power, because people respect their opinion, respect their work. So that's the vibe that people get from you. You have some sort of respect in your community with the Star, because this is Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is the 11th house, okay? Rules the 11th house. So that's the energy, that's the vibe that people get from you. You have an amazing influence with the Star. You're unique, you're authentic. You have some sort of power. You have a healing vibe to you. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Five of Cups. Oh gosh. 555. Five of Cups is the energy of sorrow, sadness, and regret. You don't have a problem dropping people. It's really like, the vibe that I'm getting here is not like you being in the Five of Cups or the Five of Pentacles or the Eight of Swords, because I'm not getting like your energy is low or like you have anxiety or regrets or sorrow. It's more in the sense that they get the vibe that you will like leave them out in the cold with the Five of Cups, like drop them, like you're not emotionally invested. Okay, because we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is an energy that's not invested. That's like nonchalant. And that's the vibe that people get from you. If it's like, if you don't consider them like people close to you, your social circle, like your close friends and family, you don't really care. You don't get that too emotionally invested in people's shenanigans. We have the Ace of Wands. The vibe that people get from you is that you're very creative with the Ace of Wands. What is the overall vibe? Okay, just one card, please. You're very creative and passionate. That's the overall vibe that people get from you. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Yeah, we have the King of Wands. Like you're very confident in your abilities. Some people get the vibe that you're a show off, because we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. That's the overall vibe that they get. But really it's your confidence. And then because these people don't feel confident in themselves, they project their insecurities onto you. That's the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords. I keep saying the Five of Swords, but it's not even here. Five of Swords. Oh my gosh. Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Like, these people really are projecting their energy onto you. Yeah, we have the Magician. Again, we started with the Magician and we're ending with the Magician. This is a powerful energy. This is a master manifester, a very skilled individual, very talented individual. And that's the overall vibe that people get from you, but they feel like you're showing off your power too much, because like I said, you're the plug. So some people may feel some type of way about you being the plug, or they kind of feel some type of way of having to go to you for resources. Okay, they don't really like that. They want to be the one in charge, but you are. But it's not like you put yourself in charge. It's like you worked your way up to the top in order to be in charge. It wasn't given to you. You had to earn that spot. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number 2. I hope this one resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 2. Bye. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot, back at you again with another video. So my pal number 3, you picked the red dog figurine, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pile number 3. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups. You have a healthy amount of self-love. Yeah, your self-esteem is very high. You're not the one that people could come and play with. Nobody can emotionally manipulate you. You know your worth. You know what you bring to the table. That's the vibe, especially in the dating scene. I feel like for you, my pile number 3 is really dating. The vibe that people get from you, people that try to approach you, people that are assessing you, trying to see if they could run game on you. They know, they get the vibe that it's not gonna work, like you're too wise for this. You've been through, you know, you've gone through a lot of experiences when it comes to love, so you're able to spot the games and the manipulation from a mile away. And it just doesn't work on you, okay? What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Yeah, we have the Strength card. You're courageous. You have like inner strength, okay? Like I said, you're hard to manipulate. You're hard to disengage, like somebody who's trying to break you down or break your spirit. Like you have a high level of self-esteem here, and that's the overall vibe. Like I really get for you, it's like people that want to date you, or like friendships, you know, people that want to be your friend, but they want to be your friend for the wrong reason. They only want to be your friend to be close to you, so that way they could analyze you and take from you, but they get the vibe that you will catch on to that. So they try to be strategic, but the strategy doesn't work because you are 10 steps ahead of them. And that's the vibe that people get from you, okay? What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Yeah, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. We have Gemini and Leo. Yeah, you're very wise. Okay, you're very smart. You're really quick at catching patterns in people, and you're able to analyze the situation from in a logical standpoint than instead of an emotional standpoint. Because it's like maybe in the past you used to allow your feelings to get the best of you, or allow your feelings to navigate your romantic partnership and friendship, right? You were more on an emotional side, where you believe that the person was like actually your friend because, you know, they did things for you. But now you're more logical, where you're able to catch the manipulation or the like tactics that people use in order to try to fool you. Okay, so that's the vibe that people get from you, that you're very smart, like you make smart decisions with the Lovers. What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pile number 3? Just one, please. What is the overall vibe? Yeah, we have the Tower. You're unpredictable. You're hard to read now. Maybe it could be like people from the past that are getting that vibe from you now, that they can't approach you like they used to, that you're unpredictable, but heavy on the people that you're dating and people that want to be your friend. Maybe some of you moved to a new location or something, and that is the vibe that your neighbors are getting from you. For like, you know, if you go to the grocery store, maybe you, like I said, maybe some of you moved or you got a new job. That could be your coworkers that feel that way towards you. They feel like you're unpredictable. That's the vibe that they get from you. So they have to change their strategy with you. Like they can't come at you the same way that they come at other people. If they're trying to get some sort of information out of you, it's not going to be the same. Like they can't use the same method that they use with other people, because like you're a very 10 step, like you're 10 step ahead of these people. Okay, and like I said, you're unpredictable. So what is the overall vibe? Yeah, Judgment. You're a great judge of character. You learn from the past mistakes and your lessons. Like you've learned those lessons, so you're not going to let nobody fool you. That's the vibe that people get from you. Like you're not easily fooled. You may play the fool to fool the fool that think that they're fooling you, but you're definitely not a fool. You're not a dummy. You're not. And that's the vibe that people get from you. Like they may underestimate you first because of how you look. Maybe you have a very youthful appearance. Okay. I feel like you're also very soft-spoken, so people may mistake your soft-spokenness as being like easy target. But the vibe that they get from you, like when they are in close proximity to you, they're like, this is not the one. This person is smarter than I think they are, or I'm giving them. Okay, so yeah, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. We have Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, and Capricorn. We have major arcanas. There's something powerful about your energy, your vibe that you emanate. That's the vibe that people get from you, that you're powerful. With the Hierophant, like you're extremely knowledgeable. You're a scribe, like you're knowledgeable. People know that once they meet you, once they shake your hand, something about shaking your hand, they could feel the power. Okay? That's the vibe that people get from you, that you're extremely knowledgeable. Like you're like, I keep getting like you're not a dummy. Like people may mistake you for a dummy because of how you look. It could even be like your background. Okay? They could think like, oh yeah, people from this country, they're not that bright. And it's like, no, you're not that bright for you to think that somebody from one country is not bright. Really? Okay. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Hangman. Like you think outside the box. You're innovative. That's the vibe that people get from you with the Hangman. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? You're very, like, you're 10 steps ahead of these people. They don't like that. What is the overall vibe that people get from you, my pal? Number 3. The Empress. You know your worth. The Empress knows her worth. Knows her value. She knows that she's powerful, okay? Beyond measures. You could be a Libra or a Taurus. We have Taurus twice. Or you could be a Pisces as well. But that's the vibe that people get from you, that you know your worth. That's what I said with the Ace of Cups. You value yourself. You have a high level of self-esteem. You are not going to let nobody talk you out of your spot or trick you out of your spot. With the Empress, you know you're the Empress or the Emperor, okay? Regardless if you're a woman or a man. It doesn't matter. You possess the Empress energy. You're very creative. That's the vibe that people get from you. And you're assured. You sit on your throne and you're not going to budge for anyone or anything. And that's the vibe that people get from you, okay? Even if they try to play you in your face. And I just realized, my pal, number 3, that you have major arcanas back to back, okay? You have a powerful energy, my pal, number 3. 1, 2, that not to be played with, okay? What is the overall vibe that people... What? Another major... Holy moly, my pal, number 3. You have star-like quality. The vibe that people get from you is that you're meant to be in a high position, okay? Socialite, you know, like popular. You definitely have the vibe that you're popular, that you're well known within your community. You're very unique and authentic. That's the vibe. Like your vibe is like... it's hard to pin down or pinpoint because it's so unique. You have a unique signature style, like the way that you dress, the way that you speak, the way that you wear your hair. You have the signature look, but it's very unique. It's not taken from someone else. And that's the vibe that people get from you. But they also, like, they definitely get the vibe that you're popular or have some sort of influence. We have the 6 of Wands, okay? Very successful, okay? Publicly recognized, world renowned. With the 6 of Wands, that's the vibe that people get from you, that you're successful in your personal endeavors. Yeah, we have the 3 of Cups. People get the vibe that you have a close-knit circle with the 3 of Cups. That you're happy on your own as well. Some of you are more solo dolo type of people. Like you don't really hang around big crowds. Or you don't really hang around people like that. But the vibe that people get from you with the 3 of Cups, that you're very happy, joyful. You're happy on your own, or happy with your small circle of friends, that you don't really interact with a lot of people like that. We have the Emperor, okay? Yo, you have a really good balance of feminine and masculine energy. You have unshakable will. Like I said, like with you, people cannot play in your face. They could go playing with someone else's face, but not you. That's the vibe that people get from you with the, I was going to say the Hermit. The Emperor. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely solo dolo vibes. You could be a Virgo here. Yeah, that's the vibe that people get from you. You have a very strong presence with the strength card. I keep seeing I keep seeing the wrong cards. Some cards that are not even here. Holy moly. Okay. So with the Emperor vibe, you definitely have the vibe that you're a leader, okay? You're a leader in your own right. With the Emperor energy, that's the vibe that people get from you. And that, like I said, unshakable will. People could not make you do something that you don't want to do with the Emperor vibe. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Magician. Yo, the Magician came out for all three piles. So this tells me collectively that you guys are very skilled at what you do. Okay? You have like, I keep getting like the Maddest touch as well. But that's the overall vibe that people get from you. You're definitely very skilled, articulate. Okay, this is because this is Mercury energy. Very great communicators. What is the overall vibe? We have the Six of Cups. Nostalgic. I'm getting like retro. Some of you like, you guys, I'm getting like vinyl. Like vinyl disc. Some of you have like those tables, those turntables. Something about nostalgic here. That's the vibe that you give people. Like there's, I feel like, you know, pile number 3, what I'm getting from you is like a lot of retro energy. Like you're like, I'm getting like some of you like Victorian style, the way that you dress, or there's something about like 1950s, 1920s, like the past, like you're something about your style with the Six of Cups. People get that vibe that you're an old soul as well. Vintage, that's what I'm getting here for you. Wow, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting like vinyl records. Yeah, I'm getting like somebody who, you know, 1940s, like I don't know, I'm getting like, you know, like those cigarette holders, those long ones. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. Like some of you may like to hold it even though you don't smoke. There's something about the motion that you like. I don't know why I'm getting that, guys. It could be specific for someone. With the Eight of Pentacles, I'm getting like the energy, the vibe that you give people is that you're meticulous, you're dedicated, you're hardworking, you're a perfectionist. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands. There's a lot of happiness, stability when it comes to you. That's the vibe that you give off. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Page of Swords, observant. Yeah. Meticulous, you observe every little detail. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? We have the Queen of Cups, okay? Emotionally intelligent. That's what I'm getting here. Emotionally savvy. We have the Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. That's the vibe that people get from you, that you always get your wish fulfilled. Imaginative as well. There's something about your divine connection. You have this connection with source that people could pick up on. They may not be like able to say, oh, it is a connection with source, but they know that the connection is like spiritual with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups, because you always get your desires, your heart's desires. That's the vibe that people get from you. Like you give off the vibe that you're lucky. Okay? You always get what you want. Like you speak things into existence with the Magician and you always get what you want. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? That you're like, you have this lucky streak to you. Some people, they may like to be around you so that way they could, so that luck could rub off on them. What's the overall vibe that people get from you? My pal, number 3, we have the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, nervousness. People get nervous around you. They get anxious around you with the Nine of Swords because you're high vibing, and they want to be able to tap into your energy. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? Wow, we have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, that you're happy. Ooh, I don't know why I heard energizing bunny. Like your energy is refreshing. You know, you could energize people. That's the overall vibe that people get from you. What is the overall vibe that people get from you? What is the overall vibe? Yeah, we have the 6 of Swords. Calm, cool, and collected. Yeah, you have a peaceful energy to you. And like, I feel like you may draw a lot of like anxious people with the 9 of Swords. Because your vibe is very nurturing and loving and peaceful. And like, you know, just like calm, cool, and collected with the 6 of Swords. Like a melody, like a peaceful melody. That's what I'm getting here, that the vibe that you have, like people, like you could take somebody's anxiety and turn it into the 10 of Cups, like emotional fulfillment. But then you are the one who's siphoning, like you're the one that's taking on this 9 of Swords energy when you do that. So be careful with that, because that's the vibe that people get from you. Like you have this healing vibe with the Star card. So just be careful, okay? Because some people could pick that up from you when you're around them. We have the Emperor again, Boss. Okay? Unshakable will. That's the vibe that people get from you. What is the overall vibe? Yeah, we have the World card, so accomplished. You give off the vibe that you've been around the world, that you've traveled many places. With the World card, with the Emperor vibe, like you definitely give off the vibe that you're someone who is, I don't know why I heard 10 toes down. Somebody who takes charge, somebody who's in charge of their destiny. That's the vibe that you give off with the Emperor. You're willing to go in towards uncharted territories, because the World card, I feel like you went to places that most people have not. Some of you have traveled maybe to almost all the continents, or that's something that you want to do. You do give off the vibe that you're adventurous. Like you're not afraid to take a leap of faith. What is the overall vibe? Yeah, the King of Wands came out for all 3 piles as well. You're confident in your abilities. Some people, they get the vibe that you're cocky. I got that vibe for pile number 2 as well. The cockiness with the King of Wands, but with the Emperor being here is because you're self-assured. You believe in yourself. You trust yourself. You trust your abilities. And some people, they do not. That's why when they come around you, they may give the nervousness vibes. Or I'm also getting like people may view like the vibe that you give off is that their energy is like throwing you off with the 9 of Swords. You know, when somebody has like bad energy, they could throw you off if they come around you, or they like, you know, because energy is contagious. It is contagious. So if somebody comes in with bad energy, it could affect you if they're around you long enough to do so. So some people may get that vibe from you that you stay away from them because they give you the 9 of Swords, or they put you in a 9 of Swords energy, like anxious energy. So you'd rather not spend time with them. And that could be the reason why you're avoiding them. I feel like you're avoiding somebody. And they're worried about that too. But you're very confident in your abilities. You're passionate. That's the vibe that people get from you. I keep getting self-assured. And we have the Star again. Okay, at the bottom of the deck. You definitely have that healing vibe. So just be careful. I get like, for a lot of you, yes, they know that you're confident, but some of them, they may try to masquerade themselves as somebody that wants to be like equally yoked to you or wants to be your friend, but really they're just trying to be there to siphon your energy. So just be mindful of the people that you keep around you. But I feel like you're already doing that. But you know, sometimes like, you know, some people, they're really good at pretending. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.